So in order to make sure your designs are well aligned, one of the things that you can do is use grids. So to enable and use grids, you need to go around over here onto the view menu, and then over here you can see that grid and axis is an option. Once you go ahead and click right here, you can see that show grid is an option. So you do see a faint grid right here. You can go ahead and choose a preset as well. For example, you can go ahead and choose an isometric grid or a normal grid, as you can see right here. You can go ahead and choose as you like. So over here you can see that there's some basic option which allows you to go ahead and change the grid line opacity. You can even change the color of the grid, as you can see, and even change the subdivision line. So the division is 1. So if I were to type in 4, let's say for example, then you get the subdivision as well, and you can go ahead and change the opacity of the subdivision, and this is what you have. So you can also go ahead right here and let's say for example choose the pixel grid lines as well. So this is what you have right here, and you can also show the axis handles, as you can see right here, that you can go ahead and click and drag, and you can resize the grid as well dynamically right here. So this is what you have. So if you were to go to automatic mode, then everything is arranged out automatically, and if you were to go to basic mode, you get more controls. But if you were to go to advanced mode right here, then you can actually see that you can go ahead and choose the different grid type. Like for example, you got the isometric grid right here, just like this. You can even change around the spacing of the grid right here. You can change the gutter of the grid, that is change around the space and so forth. So let's just go around over here onto different sort of grid right here. As you can see, you can go ahead and choose triangular grid as well, standard grid right here, just like this. So apart from that, you can also make sure there's a fixed aspect ratio. You can go ahead and change that out as well, and even go ahead and change out the spacing and the division right here, just like this. You can use the scroll mouse button to scroll it out. So there are other type of grid, as you can see, and depending on the grid that you have, you get more options. So let me just go around onto isometric, and this is what you have. As you can see, you can go ahead and add in gutter, let's say for example right here. You can go for 2 axis right here, and you can even see that you can change around the axis of the grid right here as you were to work around with these right here. So depending on what you have right here, you can see that I can go ahead and change it out. You even have the cube, and then you can actually use this cube right here to change the axis of the grid right here. You can even go ahead right here, as you can see, and change the values as you like. You can zoom in, you can change around the second axis, you can change around the division, as you can see right here, just like this. So this is what you have, as you can see right here. So there are different options, and then you can see that there's like divisions that you can add in right here, so you can experiment around with what type of a grid you want. Well, let me just go to automatic grid right here, and this is what you have. So with the grid, what actually happens is you can go ahead and take this as a measurement tool. So you can see that I can go ahead and take this as a reference. So what you can also actually do is go ahead right here and snap to grid as well. So you can see that this is what you have. So there's snapping right here, as you can see. You can go ahead and enable snapping right here and enable snap to grid. So once you actually do that, what happens is that the shapes right here, you can see snaps onto grid instead of just floating around, which makes it quite accurate to work with. So you can go around over here, and then let's say for example snap it out right here, so it can be exact on whatever you design. So I can press Ctrl C and V, and you can go ahead and let's say for example make a grid pattern right here, just like this, perfectly right here, just like this. And you can see that I can go ahead and copy and paste this out and work around with it however you like. If I were to go around over here, this is what you have right here. So now I can actually go around over here onto, let's say, grid and axis, and disable this, and you can see the design right here, just like this. So that is how you can go ahead and enable and use out grids as you like inside of Affinity. So I hope you guys learned something as always. And as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.